And we are streaming. So, continuing on our potentially eternal, potentially terrible quest to move up or down a rank. Yeah, we're doing okay here. We basically the last stream we did free 1, which is exactly what we want. If we can keep doing free 1s, we will get there eventually. But yeah, let's just see how this goes. Playing a different time of day to what I was doing. We've got lots more people online. Is this good? Is this bad? Who knows? Let's find out. Meantime, I'll just try and organize some things. Okay. This might be cut at 1, but only if my wife appears online. I'll have to stop then. If not, we'll hopefully do at least 2. Honestly, if we lose both, we won't do a third, regardless of how quick it is. Alright. Starting north. Okay, this is reasonable. Pretty easy town pin, we would imagine. With the north already played, I mean. Yeah, 2 norths, we're not going to give up wasting time on the hope for that. Need to close one of these weights, and we got 1 closed. Close the other one, we have Tempai, admittedly for a nothing hand. But if we can nothing hand on the 4th turn, I'm not going to complain. Dura White. Well, because there's a goal on the board, we're going to have to hold. We're going to hold this now, which is problematic. But let's see. Long pause. I wonder if it was terminals only, but actually, based on that, it's probably just a Sozu Honitsu. Maybe we should just throw the white here. Okay, that's a Hanneman for the dealer, if that is what they have. 4-pin, our best draw to get us back into this. We know Sozu are likely to be safe, regardless of which way round it is, whether it's the initial terminal reads or not. That's a little problematic. And if they've got the Hanneman, they have to go for it, surely. And any reach to kill the Hanneman. So, I mean, that's acceptable. I'm certainly going to accept it. Alright. Hand 2. Again, probably a Tanyo, unless we pair the red up very quickly. Let's say 4-man's our best draw. 7's not bad. So potentially with a long sequence there. Play the 5 so early, just because we don't want to be in a position where we have to worry about that. 4-man is still our best draw. And sounds like being safe is useful information for us at the moment, because we're probably going to have to cut one of these pairs at some stage. West is our win, so we'll hold on for it for the moment. There's still a chance we could call it. 1 left. But 3 and 8 get rid of, and the rest of it kind of matches up. So, can we get that remaining west is a good question. That is not a bad draw, though. So Ishanten West is now Tenpai for a 1-4 Shah, draw a 1 hand. West are also going to be safe tiles if we need them. And of course we can call a 1 or a 4. Yeah, we'll take it. Hellweight it might be, but it's a Hellweight on something that might come out. And I prefer to be in Tenpai with a winning hand. Actually, yes, if anybody does draw that west, they're either out or they are stuck. Well, out are they going to give us the points, which, you know, both are acceptable for me. What are the chances I'm waiting on west? One's fine. Alright, I want to side 4 turns, though. We can bail. East will be fine. We have some ranked stuff and things. 9-0 is not safe. Yeah, we bail. Unfortunately, 2 to go, but I'm not risking a 9-0 in this position. It's a probable Sozu hand. And we might still hit tempo if we go around it. No. Oh, I'm still in it. Well, 9 would have dealt in. Our read was correct. We're okay with that. Alright, so... Ooh, Sozu Hot Chinitsu, maybe. A bit more likely with that. If we get the early call, I think we go for it. Oh, Toy Toy now an option as well. Alright, not going to card just yet because we got a sequence set up with that. So we've got sequence and triplet. Chinitsu it is. This is a potential hidden monster, so we are absolutely holding this. Boom. Ishanten. Close 6. Yeah, we take the 369 here. Chinitsu Malmgun, absolutely fine in this position. It's also quite early for what it is. No. There we go. We will take the extra reach stick. We will take the bonus win. We have the lead. East 3. Now we're just got to not play like an idiot. Which is admittingly a difficult thing sometimes in this game, but you know. So 2 Souths out. We know South's going to be a safe discard. We might end up just seeing if we can turn this into Tanpin. But we are up against 2 calls now. 2 terminals based on their board. They're probably Honitsu. or Shah only. Hoping it's the Shah only, but you know. We'll play this out here just for security's sake. Given they're non-dealer at the moment, and given they're in 4th, it's not the end of the world if they win this. We'll just gain a bit of a gap to the player in 3rd. Worst comes. But for the moment, we're going to assume worst case Honitsu. And just keep seeing if we can build ourselves up to be Tanpin. Alright, 4 calls against us. So, important thing here, just identify the threats. Do not tunnel vision into something obvious. Let's keep on with the plan here. The downside is now this 7-man, which isn't the most unsafe tile in the world, given... Okay, fine. I was about to say it was still dodgy even with 2 out, but actually now we know that's the last one. That's actually pretty good for us. Pretty good indeed. So, if we make a 2-pin pass, we're not looking too bad. It's going to be a pair weight either way. Double sequence. Alright, Carnage. Oh, if only we had 6 men. Suji. That's probably not a Honitsu, but it could be Tenpai. Okay. Oh, that is a monster hand. Well, that's a Hanny. Well, we are not dealer, so... Admittingly, we are close to the 2nd, but we, you know... Functionally, not too much change in our situation there. Alright. Tanyo Doradora. I think that's the plan here. Especially if we get anything that accelerates this. I mean, at the moment, I was about to say draw a 2, so we'll just take the Tenpai on the 6. Especially with the Siege Trap in. But, yeah, this is looking okay. Counter reach, but we have a safe tile initially at least. And we go down to 2nd. But we are probably not finishing last as it stands. Ouch. Hanneman, while it's your dealer turn. Hanneman deal in as well. Yeah, I think this is going to end sooner rather than later at the moment. That is an awful start. Let's just clear the honours and see where we are, but it's still not looking great. I mean, if it ends like this, we're absolutely fine. We're fine with a 2nd place with a positive score. Heck, even if we finished 3rd with this current score, we'd still be slightly positive. I think we get 0.8. But I would take that. And if they can pull a recovery and steal some points off of other people, that is fine for me as well. In the meantime, probably just going for pin through 1 at the way things are at the moment, but we're boring and unexciting like that at times. Especially when we see Dora-san from the leader. Okay. So we know 4 will pass, we know 2-so will pass. We've got plenty of safe tiles against this. We've just got to be very alert to what's happening on this side. Can we take that? I don't think we can. Yeah, it's... Because of our gap to third, we're not actually in the mood to attack this, I don't think. That being said, I'm not sure what safety measures we actually really have, but I still don't want to play this 2-so until we know. Because this could very easily be a low Sozu hand. No, we have nothing. Let's go. Suji +1 played before the reach. Don't remember there being a pause on it, but can't say that's because I was looking out for that. Just that I can't remember. Alright, 2 frees. We don't have enough information to say this side is chopped off yet, but with most of the 4's gone, most of the 5's gone, White Dragon. North is our tile we might risk at some point, but I don't think we're risking it for a lot, given things. Well, 6-0. Yeah, while we've got information, we'll play that out, but North is probably our worst option here, with the 2-so being slightly after, I think. That, however, is useful. So that's 3 Sanso. And if you've got a pause on that, it possibly means you've got one as well. So that might be the top 3 walled off. Doesn't necessarily negate the pair chance, but obviously doesn't have it for the 2. Probably doesn't have it for the 1. So the 3's are walled off. This makes 2 a lot safer a prospect for us. There's only one of those left, and if they're in a single wait for it, we'll take it. That being said, we've now been given an additional safe tile, so we're going that way instead. And of course, tunnel visioning, making sure it's safe to both players where possible. Which is why we'll probably go for 2-so now, but it's not awesome. 1 man, probably safe. West, yeah, there we go. Got some info. Final discard? Is that a deal in? Oh, I would have loved for that 2-so to be a deal in at the end. Because that would have been nicely held off the whole game. Oh well. Alright, so no real difference in terms of us staying second. We still are Mung and down. Can live with that. We have a pair of Souths and we have the North Dora. Well, we'll give that a turn to turn up, and then we're probably going to toss it. The hand's not amazing, even assuming a South call here, so this might be one of the instances where we think about delaying. But because of the hand build up here, it's slightly less good to do this after the call, but I think we have to. Because committing to holding that for the whole game when we got 3 pairs in our hand is awkward. Alright, let's see. Maybe this is a reach and I should just hold off, but let's see. We've got 2 connected sequences that could potentially get us back into the game here. So call 1, toss, call 2, toss, pair weight is what we're looking at here. And that ups the number of tiles we can call. Although, admittingly, on a 2-so, it's the last one, so the chances are not high, but it's still doable, I guess. We're assuming... I actually don't know what I'm assuming from that discard pile so far. That's not a Tanpin usual start, but let's actually go Sun at the moment. We know we're unlikely to get this one finished, so I'm going to work around it and keep the red as a safe discard for later in the game, which it is, absolutely. That was a good draw. Okay, Ishanten. So now we've got a call and a safe discard to try and steal this. But the Sumo happened anyway. Leader Sumoing does nothing in terms of our overall projections. It's just obviously distancing ourselves that little bit from first place, which we are fine with in the main. Obviously, we'd like to overtake them, but you know, top 2 is the priority, not necessarily top 1. Yakuhai. Gonna pass on the west for now, largely because our hands are a little away from it. 1 pin. There is still the chance that we do go for a Honitsu with this, but we'd need to connect one of these, I think, before we really think about that. Possibly too greedy from second. Okay, door 5 now. Ask the question early, and a lot of the time people aren't interested in taking middle tiles early because they're still trying to sort out how to reach. Sometimes they will if they've got a hand that's close, but you know, you can usually bank on that being passed in the early stages just on that question mark. If they're really certain, then that's a problem, but you know, it's a problem you then know about, so you can work around it that way. Yeah, I do think we are going to try and force a Honitsu here, but we still need the awkward bits to be filled in, and obviously we did pass that 1 west, which might backfire on us now that we're committed to it. It's for not being sure early enough, again, that's possibly cost us a bit. Also, neither of these dragons have been shown up yet, so that could be a problem. Now we're in the mid game, this is far more tricky to throw, at least we've done it. So the main logic with the 2-man here is we know these are both relatively safe discards against 2 of the players, so we're maximizing our options later in the game when we might need to fold. Especially given that these are not coming up, so that means that people have got triplets of them or they need them. And this late in the game, we are not giving those away. 6-pin should be dodgy, but fine. Okay. And now isn't it great we got safe tiles to both of those players? And can throw the west if we need to as well, actually come to that. Alright, south, west, 1-man, all safe. Provided we're not tunnel visioning into you, of course. Because they'll probably play anything they get at this stage. 5,000 points, they'll play whatever they can manage. So we do need to be aware of any tempo indicators they give us. And as mentioned, that is exactly why we weren't doing that. Now, Hatsu won. So the good news is that puts the player basically to death, so we're in a good shape to hold second. Downside is now, players are right might just do the go for anything strat and try to jump 5,000 points. It's only a free hand that they would need. Let's play Eudora on turn 1. I don't want to deal with that as a threat, and if we draw another one, it's unfortunate, but you know, I'd rather take the pain of that than the pain of dealing in with that later or trying to make use of it and not getting anywhere. Okay, our draws are good. Alright, south from dealer. So the dealer can finish this off if they get fortunate enough. That's the double run there. We need something connected to the 5-8, and I'm pretty happy with the way this is shaping up. I'm extremely happy with the way this is shaping up. Okay. So, potentially we have... Well, we repay Keiko here. We draw a 6 or a 9. Wrong 6. Is it better for us to do this? No, we need the pair. Yeah. Somebody might have opinions, but I think that's actually, this is a stronger weight. Okay, risks taken, but of course, as mentioned, they will take risks. Pairing up the 5-pin would actually be fine for us as well. I'm playing that because there's a chance to Honitsu, and I'd rather get that call done to confirm it than hold the dodgy tile longer. Oh, stop drawing Pinzu! Actually, given the number of Pinzu we've played, they probably aren't Honitsu, but... Or if they're, you know, or they've got calls turned off and they're just trying desperately to fall this. Oh, come on! Stop giving us Pinzu tiles! Okay. Also, my 6-9 weight is just evaporating rapidly here. We need Forso. Well, one of each. Well, we get some Kandora. Oh, that was exciting. All to know I could have got that in the same thing. Oh well. Oh, that's not great for us. It moves the game on, and it gives us now that window to try and actually take the win, but yeah, we didn't want them getting points out of that. Oh dear. This is a good hand, though. Tanyo, Dora. You're going straight for this one. I said Dora, but it might only be Dora 1, depending on how this goes, because obviously we'd have to work around this. But Tanyo 1 or Tanyo 2 to be dealer is fine. No, if we can get the 4 and that'd still be useful. We don't need the 3 as a separate entity. Yeah, that's what we need. Toy here doesn't matter, but obviously 7 is Dora, so we'll keep our options open around this point. Wouldn't be super happy to... No, I can't call that. I mean, we could, but throwing Vidora, not something I want to do right now. Maybe we'll regret that later, but... Alright, 10 buy up top. Good news is 6-pin's safe, and the 8's safe. South is an unknown. We'll risk it if we have to, but it's unknown. This is slightly suboptimal, I think, but this is what we'll have to do. We know Ford's safe against them as well. I mean, honestly, this could be over this turn if that's a no turn there. See what happened in their dealer turn. We finished third. Yeah, unfortunately, they just got that one hand and we weren't able to do much. So, -4. I said we take 3-1s all day long, but didn't quite want to do it. Definitely, especially with this. I think that this was winnable. Just didn't work out that way in the south round, really. All right, one more go. So second or first to finish positive for the day. Also, my phone is dying, so... Okie dokie. So, standing west. Let's see. Okay, door 2. So, Tanya 2, Pinfi 2. West 2. Those are my 2 options. Well, those are my options, really. Slightly awkward that we got the sequence the other way around, but you know. Sanjku 2 is also a thing that could happen here. Let's say, you want to give me a 5-man? Do I want to take this? Yeah, let's... It's a little pushy, but let's see. It might end us into a weird Dora wait here, but Sanchiku, Tanyo, Dora, Dora, Dora. Dora 2, then. Having to play the Dora if we get any further improvement is a little dodgy. But we might actually just play it next turn anyway, see if we can threaten it. Or better yet, just be in Tenpai for it. Alright. 7-man Tenpai. So after all that, we go to Tanyo 1, but... Alright, I'll take that. Basically same value. Obviously they're Dora, so theirs is slightly better than ours, but still. I'm okay with that turn of events. One's a likely pair. Hopefully can open up the middle Manzu a little bit and go for Pinfu. Free man would give us door 1 as well, and allow this to just be its own pair again. Very nice. Yeah, that's 8 man. We'll get rid of the closed here. There's a probable chance that we're gonna cut 2-5 unless we draw a door soon. I think everyone else is gonna advance a little quicker. Yeah. Could have cut the 5 first and kept the door acceptance pot as a possibility, but we need a pair ultimately, so. Should also probably have turned calls off. I'm not going to bother now, but we should have probably turned calls off a little earlier. Alright, reach against us. It's a little aggressive, but let's go for it. Reach 4-7 Pinfu. With 8 outs and Ipatsu. There we go, that's the recovery we wanted. Yeah, we had 8 outs and honestly, the hand's good enough. Hanneman definitely good enough. We have the lead in East 2. And a pair of Souths. Pair of Souths, pair of 9s. It's a little awkward, but it's not abysmal by any means, this hand, so we'll see where we are after we get rid of Dragon 1. And in fact, I'm gonna call it. I think this is good enough. If we can get up a cheap win and take the dealership, that is worthwhile. 8's not the worst draw. It's not the best either, because almost certainly this is our pair, but also we've got 8 pin established as a safe tile, which is nice. Oh, good draw. Yeah, get rid of 8 in this position. So we can still draw 6, which gives us the optimal route in. Admittedly, with 2 9s already gone. Yeah, that was good. That, as I say, optimal Dora as well. So we're on a 6-9. Was there a chance of Sanch Q? Maybe, but we didn't have a pair otherwise. So, okay, maybe not. This would be a good time to Ipatsu that 9. Oh, god damn it. How much do we value this hand against that board? Okay. The question is, we have South 1. Dealing in is a problem, so we can take a close 6 here if we can make that pass, but I don't think we're going to try. We're gonna let this happen. I guess the dealer advance as well. We'll try and get around. Okay, well that's the player going to last place. Alright, we finished second. I mean, I wasn't quite expecting that level of ridiculousness, but we have ended up positive after 2 games. Okay. Because that was quick, I guess we do one more. But yeah, that was a thing. 3-2 is not bad. That's generally positive. We just need to keep doing that. Alright, Gold Room, South, and be aware for Buyman out of nowhere. Alright, so as long as we end up with a good third or better, we should end up positive for the day, which is what we're after. Gradual progression. We take a win, we have plus 140 for the day, roughly, so a big chunk towards our overall goal. Okay, this is a good starting hand, actually. Hey, buy them and happen. Even to the best of us. I'm going to go for this now, because again, we don't want to worry about getting rid of it later. And also, we are really... We're Ipeco reach at this point. Ishanten. So, yeah, we'll see. That's fine. We finished second, so we got a win, and then somebody else did. If somebody's calling this really annoys us, because that means two of them are out there. We might not get the Ipeco if this is going to be called. Hit another door as well. Okay. So, with that turn of events, and this is metagaming a little bit, we know that somebody could have called that Tuso, meaning they have a pair of them. Meaning they're unlikely to discard it, meaning if we were to go into this Ipeco wait, we would not be able to finish it. Therefore, we're going to break it up. This is a terrible decision, except under that meta thing, but it was too long to be just the auto pause that occasionally crops up. So, we're gonna see. Maybe this is a definite blunder, but, you know. But now we are Ishanten again. Come on, draw something connected to that 4-pin, because I really need it. No. Maybe I should just play the 4-pin there admittingly, but, you know. See, that would have been connected, but, you know, we're going to have to play it a little safer now. Dora. All right. Definitely 7 power on my left. Because they are forcing decisions. We're going to have to, yeah. This player up top has managed something. Sansa is safe, but we got the 6 anyway. And West will be fine. Yeah, a little disappointing we weren't able to finish that off, but I think I'm okay with that result. Oh, just had to fall completely out, and it was just a closed weight each. Just trying to stay in tempo with safe tiles. Alright, we have our dealer turn. We have 2 Dora, but they're unconnected to anything. Let's see if we can improve. Paranorse, you say? Yeah, we'll play it early. So we're kind of committing to a Dora one hand here, but we are Ishanten for it. You also know that he's going to be safe task for the rest of the game. That's it. If Sansa does get played, we do have other options, but I think we'll stick with what we're doing at the moment. My cat's just sneezed. Not sure if you heard that. Alright, closed, free, so reach. So reach in one is the basic plan here, and hoping to just draw it while other people spend time getting around things. Also, there was no indication on the 6-so, which might help us. Again, I doubt people are playing 3-so, but you know. Going for it up top, I think. Hey, mama. Sumo. Again, putting them off long enough that we could draw it ourselves. Reach and Sumo and one Ura. So basically a Mangan, and we have the lead. Now the last time this happened, immediately the game ended due to Byman. But this time we're the dealer, so it's got to be even more extreme for that to happen. North to start. There is a Dora red in our hand. We are probably going to be throwing that. But, you know, not anymore. But we were probably playing that on the second discard. Oh, that's unfortunate. If we did... Well, we didn't know. Yeah, 2 weeks ago and we'll play that. So we could, if we get fortunate, go for a Chanter route, which allows us to bypass things a bit. Although admittedly we got rid of the pair there. Oh, thank you very much. Alright. Tila threatening a Honitsu. Dealer threatening nonsense. Gonna keep the 4-pin, largely because CG trap. So this is a little overcommitted, but this is a high enough value hand that it's worth it for us at this point. Oh, that is great. That is a great draw for us. We need to pair something else up, but we have the two-sided thing now. We can call 3 or 6. So that just magnifies things. Pair the one of the two. Perfect. Exactly what we want. Sanzo. I mean, this is a game-winning hand if this happens, so we do want to... We need to try for it at this stage. We'd also, if we draw the 3, we also have the nice two-sided weight here. Let's say, do we go naked weight in this position? I don't think we do, but I'd be tempted. One and two both safe. White Dragon is also safe. Two pin is not safe. We're going to actually go against this because, again, 3-6 puts us in on the pairweight either side of this, and we know 2 should pass. That is acceptable. We had the ridiculous hand. Somebody else wins something quick to get out of it. This is normal. This is what happens. We're not going to rage about it. We still come out of our dealer turn in the lead, which is important. Okay. We have paired up West on nearly every hand this game. Which is a little silly. We see a North, but we'll still give ourselves the marginal chance of getting a pair and it being useful. Yeah, chance over. Gonna hold the 3 instead because it's more useful. 2 safe tiles for the rest of the game. Rest of the hand, at least. So, gap is 13-1 to the current dealer, which is acceptable. We just need to move them off that dealer button if we can. Gain a few more points if at all possible, but not overcommitting. I mean, my last hand was overcommitting because obviously we had the Hanneman pretty much guaranteed with that, so yeah. Okay. That puts us up to 4 pairs. Do I want to try something stupid? Yeah, let's try something stupid. Let's go. So it's guarding the 4 means 7's less likely to be in our hand, so you never know. We might get that out of a Chitoitsu. Same logic here. Chitoitsu Ishanten. Shame we got rid of a North in context, but it is our win, so... Well, there's always the chance for the Tenho. 1 in 300,000, isn't it? Something like that. East. 2 East gone. I mean, I've gone 3-2, hoping this is going to be 1. And as long as we end up positive, I'm reasonably happy with the day. Yeah, we see a 7 that there. We'll happily replace that. I know admittedly we got the thing there, but the time has passed for it. We're hoping 6 is going to empower 3 later. Or 9 actually comes to that. That's all the 9's gone. But dead weight is better than that. There's a chance for it. Oh, the platform. Probably not for a while because I haven't been on it in so long. I imagine I'm back down to where I started. Basically no rank. 6 not played. Double CG. Okay. 9 man for a silent Chitoi. I used to play Singapore back on time, but typically I'll only play... The only variant I usually play a lot of was Washizu, actually, come to that. Alright, Dealer Hanneman, not amazing for us, but, you know, we're in a strong position. Both our opponents are a lot miles behind. And, you know, we just need a Mungan Sumo to counter that and get back up to speed. But yeah, I've played Singapore occasionally, which obviously means, because it plays the same sort of system as Chinese, it kind of crosses over a little bit with that. Or at least HCR, whatever it is. I played one game of American Mahjong, which is a story I've told a number of times on this channel, but I was politely told to get out, so I've never gone back to even bothering to try to learn the rules for that. I say politely told. I was told to get out after they were complaining they needed a fourth player forever, for 20 whole minutes, and then I decided, alright, fine, I'll join out, but I'm not especially confident. Built a Chinitsu hand. They didn't like that. Get out. So I decided, no, sod it. You don't want a game going on? You don't want a game going on? Fine. Enjoy your AI opponent. But yeah, as I say, the main subgenre I tend to play is Sanma Washizu because, again, I have a chat sort of thing set up for that. This is going reasonable. Neither does is it Hong Kong or Chinese rules? I forget all the types and terminations, but that doesn't require them either because no dolls is its own thing, if I remember rightly. Yeah, I hadn't called sequences as far as I can remember, but it has been ages since I did it. All I can say was, though, you know, I basically was treated that way after them complaining forever, so yeah, not interested in helping them at that stage. North would be a great call for us here if we could finally get it, but it doesn't appear as if anyone wants to play it, which means it's probably another pair in somebody's hand. Ooh, got it. Alright. 5. Well, we have a Tenpai, so that's better than not. There's also North Door 2. Good enough for an upset if it's dealt into us. It does look as if we're on a Honitsu, though. I've got to be honest on this. So I don't think it's going to come out. We might be able to draw it. Question is, how close are they to something? We played a lot of Sozi tiles against them, so they might not have a Sozi Honitsu, or at least not be finished of it. But we keep throwing low Sozi tiles. Alright, come on, 5-man, one time. That does not even look remotely like a 5-man. I mean, aside from the colour. You play both sides of a CG now. I'm hoping this is a prep to something. We're probably not folding here anyway because, as mentioned, this is a free hand. That would be an upset if it was discarded into, so we'll assume we're in a strong enough position with this. Oh, that's good. 2-5. It gave us one additional winning tile, and they didn't need it. No. Still got it. Is that a gut 10? I think this should be Gak 10. No, it's 3-9. Of course it is. There we are. Close enough. I know points me. I don't. Alright, West is our Dora. West is our wind and it's Dora. So we're probably going to have to force to try it regardless. That being said, this hand is kind of abysmal. especially with 3-7s played now. So we're probably going to cut these two next, regardless of anything else. Yeah, red's live, west is live. We're not getting anywhere with this one. And then in the space of 2 hands, we draw a free, draw a 2-man now just to... Okay, that's still useful though. We'll get rid of that. Do we pivot into a full Honitsu here? Honestly, we might have to, given given things. Oh, nice draw. The only problem is this west. But it is our wind. It's ours. Like we got our name on it, practically. Alright, 9-pin for a west-only weight. For Chun Honitsu Dora Dora. Okay, slow conceal hand is okay. So we have a slight concern of a gap to second, but doesn't change anything in the battle for the lead. Which is the main thing we're focusing on. So we do have Cheeto as an option here. Triplet of a 9 changes us now to Toy Toy. Downside is, of course, these two are both middle pairs, so it's unlikely we're going to get it finished unless we luck into drawing them, but you can still luck into drawing things. You can also still go reach with the triplet of 9s. Endless Sozu discards of doom. Well, we can go straight into that on a card. Let's play the 6. We see 3 8s, so the 9s have gotta be safe. Yeah, gotta be safe. Alright, we're back on the Cheetoy plan. 5, 7, or 8 been proven safe anywhere or look likely to be. That pond, no. Oh dear. Yeah, we're just going to keep going with the 9 pins until, you know, somebody tells us to stop, which will be next round. A nice tempo while playing safe tiles. So I'm looking around for my cat. It loves to play with the printer, and the printer just turned itself on. Either that or it's haunted. We'll take that. South. The concern is now, if a Mungan happens this way, directly from player to our right to player there, we're going to end up yet again in third place through, well, through no fault of our own. But still, 32,000 third, we'd normally be accepting of that. That's going to be positive, at least. Could still cut the nines and go for Tanya, potentially. We also have... Okay. This might be greedy, but we're going to look towards Chitoy here. Okay. We're going to look towards whatever is going to be absolutely safe at this stage of the game, because, yeah. And that's Adila Manga and Hanneman at the moment, so... No, points going back that way would be acceptable. Okay, that actually isn't the worst for us in a lot of ways, because it means our gap to third is increased. Admittedly only by 2,000, but 2,000 can matter. We're still above the 30,000 threshold, and we are now into south. North with a long pause. 460. We'll play west since we see one. Okay. So the important gap hasn't really changed since the last dealer turn, so just about staying in range. It's only a two-hand hand. Two-hand is all we need to take the lead. Just need to be careful with everything else, and obviously that's looking like it's going to be a tan pin. I mean, them dealing into a dealer hand is almost certainly going to put them below us in points, so there is that to consider as well. Okay, everybody's been calling things. And we're into this weird awkwardness where every single one of our melds we need a 4. Alright, that's not the worst. We can actually even pivot and go into a Tanya here. Alright, that doesn't look like it's going to be a Chanter, but it's based on things probably going to be. In which case we'll get rid of our 9s as well, because even though we know that's probably what they want, they're unlikely to want 2 sequences in that case. Could also be Shun only based on the 2 west played. Oh, 5 being safe. I'm going to carefully watch this, because if we can get rid of our 5, we're going to do so. Yep, discard from hand. Yes, okay. 5 safe. Downstairs we also draw a 7, so okay, fine. Okay, still discarding from hand. Okay. Another discard from hand. Pair of 5s. We do not have a lot of safe stuff here. That is such a good discard for our perspective. Oh, we are really low on safe tiles. That keep us in tempo at least. Okay, it is a chanter. So on that basis, the entirety of our hand should be safe to it, but you know. They're going to deal into one of these. You've got to, presumably. That's going to be an honor tile as well. I didn't realise this until now. So that's going to be Chun. Do we go for this? Alright. Let's see. Maybe this is too much, because we can't play this free man. It could even deal into this still. We can probably play the 5. Emphasis on probably here, but... yeah, that call has done nothing for us in next to this. We're just going to play 5-5 and... yeah. Lament what has happened, I think. Is there any hope of the 7 passing? No, we're just gonna... no, we're being the coward. We're being a coward here. Get us out of this hand. I don't like it. I can take losing 4,000, well, 3,000 points effectively here, yeah. 25397, yeah. That was a thing. Although that 7 was Yakulus. So gap up to 6-5, so we need to do a little more work on that. We have a Khan off the start. I don't think we're necessarily going to invest in that too soon, but we might well do. Get rid of the honor tiles and then see where we are, and if we're in a reasonable position, I'm going to Khan. Basically, I need to draw something between these, and I need to draw something connected to either south or that, which is fine. Alright, one more. South has been played, so South is going to be safe as well as a discard after the Khan. Okay. So this is doable. Ethan.
Boom.
Yeah, I was going to say, 7 is almost certainly going to be up here. We're probably going to end up playing this at some stage. Probably have to play this as well. Unless you draw something connected to it. Yeah. Okay. Ishanten. We just need to draw something connected to this 2-pin. Although, minimally, we might even just replace the 2-pin given the 1 in our hand already. That is okay, but a bit annoying. Alright, what we need to do now is 5-8. Would have been so good if we'd have kept the 2 still. 5-8 is needed. Or we go for a 10 reach.
Boom.
That's for double. 7 and 8 both pass. For a 10 reach. Seems bad.
Reach.
I've done worse. Well, we passed Fedora without a problem. This, I don't think, is necessarily a good plan. It's actually probably a bad plan. But I'm happy I did that. There was a Khan on the board. That is my only loose, tenuous justification for this nonsense. But there's 2 left. And I'm now in 3rd. Oh, maybe not. No, I'm 3rd. Yeah. Forgot you got that close. Still, it's our dealer turn. Okay, well, as silly as that was, this hand looks amazing. Yeah, shouldn't have taken the first 10 reach. I'm fully willing to accept that, but it was fun. It's just I shouldn't be thinking with Fun Brain. I should be thinking with trying Win Brain. Alright, would love to draw another Dora just because of things. Love to draw a 7-man. Again, because of things. If we draw a free pin, we have Ipeiko, Pinfu. Well, not Pinfu actually, but you know. We have options. We'll definitely take the Chundora 1 if it came to it as dealer. But I'd probably actually cut the 4-2 and just try and pivot a little. I can take this. It's greedy? Yeah. Would have been greedy. Maybe I need to be greedy, but still. Oh, we're taking that. Yeah, no. That's a gift. That's a gift we want. Downside is the 2-5's looking weak, but we're going to probably be cutting that anyway, so this is fine. So, dealer waiting on the chin. Glad you approve. Alright. Nope, that's not helping. Yeah, this is a very, very serious attempt to get into the Jade Rooms. Very, very serious. And with that level of Mahjong, clearly I'm showing that I deserve to be somewhere. It might not be the Jade Room, but it's somewhere. Alright. Shin Nomi. Well, Chundora free. So this is Dealer Mangan. This is Take the Lead. Regardless of where it comes from. Who wants to throw me a red dragon? Oh, come on. There are no takers to give me a red dragon. Yeah. Okay, the reason I was kind of debating there is because obviously there is the scenario where I draw another 8-man and then I'm in, yeah, I'm in a world of pain at that stage. And having the extra pair would be useful, but no, there's no point in breaking up this to do that. Go on, play a red dragon. Oh, that's not a red dragon. That's a reach. Well, we have a dealer Mangan. There's no way we're folding against anything with this. Even if the hand's Hanneman, we're equal valued, so it's definitely in our favor to try.
No.
You play a live chun against a reach. Oh dear. Well, I suppose, technically speaking, that might be better points-wise, but I don't think it is. And also, you're back to being nearly busted out again. Alright. Dealer Mangan, Sumo for the win then. South. We're still in threat range of losing this to third place, but at least if we lose it to third place at the moment, we'll still be mostly positive, so we don't lose a handful of points. But you know what? It'll feel like a loss if we don't get top 2 now. I wish it was. I mean, Mono doesn't feed me as often as you think he does. When he plays seriously, I really can't get wins off the guy. I had a complex at one point because I was trying to do that continuously in the season he won. I just could not get wins off him, regardless of anything I tried. It was annoying. But yeah, he does have it's not as if I've been planning to get a Yakiman out of anything, so you know. That's what he normally tries, or at least he claims it. And of course, somebody in a low position, which he's had a bit of bad luck recently. If you're in low point scoring positions, you play anything regardless of it because you've got to try and get out of it. Nope, not going to do any more Carnage. Carnage does not seem like necessarily the best of things. This is reasonable. Generally, Tenho has a higher skill level, I think. The reason I play it on Soul is because my Tars of Confusion stream tends to be beginner-focused. At least, that's the intent of it, is a bit more beginner-focused. And this is the much nicer UI for that. That being said, if you want to get better, be better at Tenho. Meanwhile, I'm climbing the ranks here, largely because I keep losing my accounts on Tenho. Okay, so we're up against free calls here. That is not the worst. Can we play 6-pin here? Yeah, we can. We can always break this down if we need to for another pair, so I think going for the Ipeco is probably better. The downside is I don't think we can play the 5 against this, so we've got to really hope it's for 6. We're into endgame at this point. We have the points lead. As long as we don't throw it away, that is the important stage of this. So we are going to play north, north, north here. Fair enough. I think, honestly, I originally learned on Tenho, and I think the one thing I noticed going from Soul to Tenho, which I didn't appreciate, is how much quicker Tenho is. You have half the thinking time, and I think learning that makes you a better player because you appreciate when you have thinking time using it, ultimately, which is not a skill everybody has. Also, that's a really good result for me. That means I'm pretty guaranteed to stay top 2, which is exactly what we want. But yeah, if you can learn to do with half the thinking time when you need the thinking time on Soul, you really appreciate it after that point. Unfortunately, what happens is you get used to it on Soul, and then you feel rushed in Tenho. It's just the way it works. Time management is important. Or certainly can be on tricky hands. This, though, as said, is pretty much a case of get Chun, try and take a win. 1900. 2 Han is... Well, 1 Han as dealer is all they need to overtake us, so we want to get them off the dealer button. And so we'll do that if we can do it safely. If not, we'll just stick with what we're doing. I should really have played Fedora a little earlier. But we'll see. We know Hatsu's going to be safe later down the line. 1 man, no information on. 9-bin, no information on. Okay, we have a possible Sanchiku. 2 1s gone. Still need the 3, of course. I say possible Sanchiku a lot more than I say possible Itsu these days, but it's still the possible Itsu I'm known for. Alright. So I'm assuming we're not going to get the Chun out of anybody, but thankfully Dora's passed. The hand is awkward, but safe-ish. We have escape routes here. We have some options. Those options are probably get rid of this 2-1. Oh, okay, fine. Options are now get rid of this 1 pin pair. And then see if we can get the 147. Yeah, it's a situation which happens a fair amount these days where I'd like to turn the calls off because I don't want to give information, but I still need the calls on just in case somebody does risk a chin at some point. Alright. Here's the downside now. Because of these calls, because of that being the only discard, I think we're going to play the 2-man rather than the 1 pins that I was originally going to before that second call was made. E Shanten. That's not good. I mean, 2, 2, 2. There's 3 2s out. We see all the 4s. There's a reasonable shot that the 1 pin works. So... if it gets to the decision where we can, I think we'll do it. But... what are the chances that they want this? 7 passed a long while ago. 7, 7, 7's out. I don't see any middle tiles that work well for it. But we have a Tempai that works here. We'll try it. This might be dodgy, but I'm going to try it in this position because we see a lot of the 7s. He scored 4s. It might not be Honitsu after all, but it probably is. And the flaw here is that we can go for it. 777 also provides a wall here. 999, 4 9. Is that 4 9s? No, 3 9s. Yeah, we'll keep going. Well, we've pushed our luck twice here. Ultimately allowed them to hit that, which is unfortunate. Yeah. So, to explain a little bit of my logic there, or at least what was going on in the background, I was debating my points gap to these two, and figuring it was worth an attempt to at least be in Tempai for the end of the round, given how late it was. Yeah. Well, this is fine. We need a Mungan to overtake at this point. Which isn't impossible from this hand. In fact, Double Dora now makes this extremely likely here. We're 1 away from Peiko Pinfu. Dora Dora. Yakulus 2 Dora. This early? Yeah. Would have loved to be Dharma with this hand for a Mungan, gotta be honest, but oh, we could have done it as well. But again, you don't know what the next draw is going to be. You can't base your hand off the next draw. If that had come around the other way around, though... Oh. I mean, I can't be too upset. We're still solid second, I'll take that. Alright, get out of this hand. Get out of this hand, take ourselves on a 2-3-2 for today, and be reasonably happy with that. That is currently objective. There is obviously a point gap to the leader, but it's going to be really awkward to get this into... Really? Really? Screw you two. I have to pause this, because if that is a Mungan, we drop a position, so... we're going to go for this attack. Maybe I shouldn't, but we're going to go for it. Yellow cheat toy. Probably would have been a better plan. Not gonna lie, that would have been a better plan. We're going to YOLO toy toy. Over cheat toy. CG. Yeah. Plus we have to know the door is safe early, otherwise we're gonna have problems. Come on, give me some terminals. Give me some terminals. That is awkward. Again, I'm basing it on the fact that it was very early. It probably is a cheat toy hand, or at least a closed weight. And since there's no way I can defend against that, except, you know, where I can see tiles on the table, I'm going to go for anything at this stage. Suji. Again, Suji doesn't matter against the closed weight, but I don't know why I keep thinking that. But, you know, I'm trying to justify my decisions to myself. Okay. It's got to be 5, so... We don't have a closed weight for a victory ourselves here. The hand looks quite good, actually. Ah! Got it! We stay second. I don't know if that was the correct plays at all, but I'm absolutely happy with the way that worked out. As I mentioned this to beginners a lot on the Tiles of Confusion stream, but against an early reach, play your normal game and attack it, because most of the time it's going to be valueless, and if it is huge, you'll have to take the fact that they were extremely, extremely unfairly lucky. So, yeah, maybe I shouldn't be risking that in a, you know, expert room grind to Jade, but, you know. Technically, we're a quarter of the way there. And I will always accept a free 2-2 as a day. So, thanks for joining me. We will probably do this again, probably tomorrow, but I'll see how much time I have, because I've got to work a bit of a later one tomorrow. Anyway, catch you all later. Thanks for joining me. We had 9 viewers at one point, which is kind of insane. Thank you very much, all of you. And yeah, catch you around. Tiles of Confusion on Friday if you wish to join us.